Hey y'all, as a content creator and more importantly as an artist, I kind of don't know what to do anymore. So I made a video about how anime fans uh, seem to be having a literacy issue and they don't know what the fuck is going on with the anime and they don't think there's politics in it. And the video started doing really well. In that video, I talked about how YouTube is being demonetized as a part of the intro, and how my YouTube is being demonetized, and how I wasn't getting paid for the millions of views I get there or anywhere else. And that took a couple of minutes. Like the intro took a minute, this blurb took another 2.5, and then the video started. And it was like a 13-14 minute video. So a little bit under 4 minutes overall, and then the other 9 minutes was about the subject matter. And honestly, it was easy to skip. You could just skip it until you started seeing the anime clips. I got a comment saying, why did it take so long for you to start the video? Why couldn't you put this at the end? And I brought up that most YouTube videos have viewers that don't make it all the way to the end of videos, and that the video retention rate is actually really bad, even when the content is really good, because most people have been microwaved by TikTok and they're not making it to the end of videos or even the midway point. Most people jump off of the video at the first 40% of the video. They think they understand the gist of the video and then they exit. They watch the part that was entertaining to them, then they get bored and they watch a bunch of shorts, usually a bunch of 2 to 3 minute shorts. They'll watch 5 of those in a row, which will take the other 10 to 15 minutes that the video would have taken them, and then they fuck off and then they never come back. So when I need to talk about my Patreon or talk about how my videos are being demonetized, I kind of have to put it at the front because nobody will know anything. This turned into a nasty back and forth. The person was like, hey, this is redundant information and I'm tired of hearing it over and over again. And I was like, yeah, but there are new people following me and they don't know. I have to get 500,000 people across multiple apps on the same page. I have to repeat myself sometimes. I might have said it 2 videos ago, but there are people who didn't see that video. So I have to say it in this one. I just have to repeat myself. And while this is happening, the video that I'm, having this conversation about is going viral. And then YouTube fucking demonetized it. So the reason I have to talk about this shit up front happened while people were complaining about me talking about it up front. So people are complaining about me talking about needing to advertise my Patreon and the fact that YouTube is demonetizing all my videos. And while we're having that discourse, YouTube is doing the very fucking thing I'm talking about. And no one seems to give a shit. And by no one, I don't mean like the people who are on my Patreon or the people who donated to me very recently. I'm immensely thankful for all of you. It's just, if 1,000 people to 2,000 people are like, yeah, we're going to show up for you, but like I have 500,000 followers, the ratio, it's not good. It's not a good ratio. It's not a good ratio for 500,000 people to be following you, for millions of them to be looking at you, and for like 1,000 of them to give a fuck. That's bad. That's just bad math. That's not even 1%. I can't get 1% of people to care long enough to do anything. So people are complaining about me advertising, but people need advertisement because if I don't advertise constantly, they don't remember. And then I have another subset of people who go, well, why didn't you advertise it? Even though I am advertising while other people are complaining about it. There's a bunch of people who just kind of don't give a fuck either way. They just want to be entertained, and the more I don't entertain them, the more upset they get. But I need to pay rent and have groceries and buy medicine to be alive to make the entertainment. They don't care. They just want content to fall out of the fucking sky. That's why they don't care about AI. Because as long as they don't have to hear a complaint or be inconvenienced in order to get the chuckle, they kind of don't give a fuck where it comes from or if the data center poisons their water. There's a bunch of people who keep saying go for sponsorships, but the sponsorships have been cheating people out of money for years. And content creators like myself have been talking about how the sponsorships have been cheating people out of money for years. And nobody seems to remember. YouTube is not paying people, and that's another thing that people were talking about in 2016 and 2017. A decade ago with Adpocalypse, a bunch of people got fucked out of their money and their monetization, and we all had public conversations about it, and now they're doing it again, and nobody remembers that it happened. So we're repeating things, and nobody remembers. So I have to keep saying the same stuff because this keeps getting treated as new information, but nobody's saying, like nobody remembers what happened in 2016. Nobody remembers this for some reason. And we were here already. Instagram, TikTok, and all the other social media platforms promised us that if we did well and if we got the views, they would pay us. And they used to do that. But year after year after year, they've cut away more stuff. And I am now operating in a new platform landscape where you can do amazingly well and never get paid. But because people don't know, people don't listen, and people get angry when I repeat myself, even if they need the information repeated to them, they think that I'm making a shitload of money that I'm not making, or that I can just get a sponsorship and the sponsorship will be honest and pay me, despite the fact that that landscape has been dead for the better part of 5 years now. That got cooked at the end of the pandemic. And as more things have been sold and as AI has risen, we've lost even more of that. So I'm not operating in the same industry that people think I'm operating in. People think I'm in the industry that we had 15 years ago. And we're not in that world anymore. I'm not in that world anymore. AI and corporate greed killed that world. It destroyed that world. We haven't had that world for a decade and a half. So nobody's keeping up with anything because, like I said earlier, nobody fucking remembers. Now monetized AI channels are taking off and making people tens of thousands of dollars. Genuinely, that's not hyperbole. There are AI pages that are making hella bank and they're just stealing from everybody else. And I'm going through all of this while also getting called racial slurs because the current president has made all of the racists a lot fucking braver than they used to be. I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm so fucking tired. I am so tired. I am ridiculously tired. And being good at my art isn't good enough. Being funny isn't good enough. Getting several million views a month, 9 million on Instagram, however many million on TikTok, the 1 to 2 million I get on YouTube, that's not good enough. And I remember 10, 20 years ago, you couldn't get millions of views and nobody pay you. That just couldn't happen. That just, if you had AdSense, you got paid when you hit your million, and that's not happening anymore. They don't even have to count all of your views. Most of the views I get don't get counted, and they're not even telling me why they're not counting my views anymore. So watching isn't enough. Watching the videos isn't enough anymore. I used to tell people YouTube's a great free alternative because they'll pay me for the views, and they're now not counting half of my views as views that move towards my monetization, on top of demonetizing things that go viral. The second I hit 10K on that video, they cut my shit clean the fuck off, and they discounted 1,000 views, so now it's sitting at 9. The audience doesn't have the patience to watch a thing in full. They don't have the patience to sit through an advertisement. They don't have the understanding that we need to advertise to them, because if they don't pay, or if nobody does anything, the apps will continue to not pay us. The apps are not paying us and then lying to all of you. Certain content creators who are getting paid by the apps, who are getting fuckloads of money by the apps or from sponsors, are not telling you all the truth. So you all think that we have a lot of money when we don't. And you think because we have a lot of followers that some of them are giving us money. And that's not always the fucking case. AI is stealing all of our fucking work, stealing everybody's data, and poisoning our water and our air. And now everybody thinks I'm a fucking demon because I have an attitude problem, because people couldn't be bothered to skip the part where I talk about my Patreon, or just watch something the fuck else made by a person who has the amount of money that they don't have to talk about a Patreon. Mind you, if I was financially stable, if I was fully funded, I would never talk to any of you about money again. And if I had surplus, I'd be giving the fucking money away, because that's usually what I used to do whenever I got a surplus of money. If I would get extra money, I would give people crowdfunding money. I would help people with mutual aid. I done paid a couple of people's rents, paid a couple of people's car notes, bought people's groceries, kept them from getting evicted during the pandemic. When I was up, I took care of people, but for some ungodly reason, everybody thinks I'm trying to be rich and that I'm trying to fuck everybody over, or that I'm grifting, as if I don't have a long history of fucking helping people whenever I do well. I don't know what the fuck to do. Everybody thinks I'm fucking evil, and I'm not. Because shit's wrong, shit's fucked up, nobody pays attention, I have to repeat myself, and then they're mad at me for repeating, but it's abundantly clear to me that people who were on YouTube 10 years ago don't remember the last couple of things that happened. The platforms are more evil. The multi-billion-dollar corporations are more evil. They are the most greedy that they've ever been, and the audience has been the least literate and the least capable of paying attention. I don't know how to fucking do my job anymore. I don't know how to fucking do my job anymore. I just moved. I am supposed to be in bed. I have been up since 4 a.m. editing and getting shit together, knowing full goddamn well I'm gonna have to have all these fucking fights again. Because nobody fucking listens. I'm so fucking tired. I'm tired, and the content creators who are going through this are too fucking scared to say anything, because a lot of them see how y'all react to me and they go, that's not worth it. I'd rather keep the couple $100s I get than risk everything in order to have these conversations in public. I don't want to risk the demonetization, the shadow banning, or anything else. I need this money. I got kids at home. Everybody's fucking terrified to say anything. And nobody fucking believes me because I'm the only one talking. And nobody remembers. So I'm operating with a context that most people don't have anymore. Because the goddamn TikTok, being on that goddamn phone all day, has nuked everybody's brain. Our grandmas were right. Everybody grandma was right. I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. I don't. And watch, somebody's gonna hit the comments of this video and go, oh, why aren't you dropping skits instead of constantly talking about this? And I have a skit that's out right now, and it's going viral. It's literally going viral right now, but you don't know. Because you didn't look. Because it's easier to irritate the ever-living fuck out of me than to go to my page and scroll down. Some of you like making me angry. Some of you like making me angry for fun because some of you want to lolcow me. Some of you want me to kill myself. I know because you've told me. I'm not gonna, but some of you want me to. That's fun. I don't know how to do this anymore because being good at what you do is not enough. And I know if I was white, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be happening to me. I know that if I was a Caucasian man, a lot of this shit wouldn't be happening to me. But you can't say that because then you're making it about race. But like, no, there are white content creators who see what's happening to me and they go, damn, they never do that to me. Because, like, I bet they didn't lynch you either. I bet they didn't burn crosses in your grandfather's lawn. I bet there's a lot of shit that happened to me that don't happen to you. I bet police don't think you steal from Burlington. There's a lot of shit that happened to me that don't happen to you. All type of shit, crazy shit that happened to me that don't happen to none of y'all. You don't care. You don't care. The same comment section that's going to say I'm making it about race is the same comment section where I will get called the N-word 5 times before the 3rd minute of this video. Because it happens every fucking time. People are like, well, where's this happening? I never see this. And it's the comment above them. I hate my job so much.